So I was in the middle of taking a shower and I don't know who this guy is. Oh my god, he's in my bathroom. It's like a flying squirrel. It is a flying squirrel. Please don't jump in my shower with me. Oh shit. I was in the middle of taking a shower and there's a legit flying squirrel in here with me. And that is not a sugar glider. Holy shit, you can't fly that much, buddy. You can only glide. Oh my god, I'm out of the shower right now and I'm standing here naked. See, that's my feet. And he's coming at me. I'm gonna have to get out of the shower and help this little guy out. Jesus. You're lucky you weren't outside the door. Luna would have freaking eaten you. Alright, I gotta stop the video so I can help this little guy out. He's freaking out. Where are you going? Hey guys!
Hey guys, it's me, Miranda.
What's up? I'm here in my bathroom with my toilet hanging out. I wanted to spread some knowledge for you guys. Knowledge was the most important thing for me to say, so the bathroom's really the best place to think about coming up with some knowledge. But seriously though, I still have this little cute guy living in my bathroom here. He's up here in the corner. I don't know if you can see him next to the paint can. Just hanging out. Behind this panel is actually there's a fireplace that goes up to the roof, and I think that he came in somehow through the side of my house. It's a really old house, so there's a lot of entry points where animals can pretty much just come in. It's been pretty cold outside. It's been raining. I don't want to just throw him back outside. I definitely don't want to put him back in the wall because he might eat some wires. He might eat some of the wood and take some of the pieces off of the foundation by, just chewing in holes. Now, I don't know if this little guy is a boy or a girl, and he's been here for a couple days. I don't want to interact with him way too much because I don't want him to get used to humans feeding him and all of that. So I kind of wanted to just make this video to show you past couple days, like what he's been up to, and show you some of the clips from the live streams that I've been doing. I tried to leave my phone on one night here in the bathroom so that we can watch him figure out what he's doing while I'm sleeping. I did end up actually getting banned on Twitch the next day. I was shooting a video of Luna outside eating some meat, and I came inside to set up my computer so that I can stream myself instead of just having the camera on Luna. And I wanted to I think I was actually going to start like a Fortnite stream or something. While I was doing that, somebody must have reported me for inactivity because I got my account banned for 24 hours for having it inactive. And that pretty much means that because I had the camera on something and there was nothing going on, you're just basically taking up their server space with your large video files. So they kind of frown upon that. Now, luckily, I was able to dispute it and they gave me my account back. I've been having a nightmare. You guys don't even want to know the nightmare I've been having with all the social networks. Even Teespring banned some of my t-shirts of Scout the Fennec Fox because they said it was copyright infringement, even though I created the files myself. PayPal sent me a notification this morning saying that my account was restricted because there was some sale of some government regulated items, I guess. I don't know what they were talking about. So I did dispute that, and then by this morning I got an email back saying that my account was fine, that it went back to regular standing. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with all these social networks. YouTube still has me on that 90-day ban. I've already talked to a lot of the YouTube representatives. They've been able to do pretty much nothing to help me. So they said I just gotta wait the 90 days. So the reason why I was joking around about being a hypocrite, what I'm about to tell you is what you're supposed to do if you find a squirrel inside your house, like maybe a bat or, you know, something like a regular squirrel. Just having him here still for, it's been like 3 days, probably not the best idea, but I have experience with squirrels. I have experience with animals like flying squirrels. So I know, you know, what they should eat and how they should be kept, and I know why he's in here, you know, because it's cold outside. What they do is you'll find flying squirrels like jam-packed into a little hole in a tree or inside boxes that people make for their birds, you know, like little bird houses. I guess that's what they're called. They like to stay warm during the winter by cuddling up against each other and, you know, finding little warm spots where they can escape to. Of course, since it's been snowing outside and raining and everything, actually here, look, I think it's actually raining right now. Yeah, you can see my RV's all wet from the rain, and you can see the streets all wet from the rain. So I definitely don't want to just throw them outside. Plus, during the daytime, they're normally sleeping, so that's why he's up there just relaxing right now, passed out. Some of you guys have seen in my live videos where I tried to pull up the towel where he was hiding under, and he would actually just pull it back on top of him like, hey, leave me alone, dude. And he's been super friendly. Like, I've been able to pick him up. I've been able to touch him, as you guys will see in the video. And that's really one of the things too that I wanted to say is, like, you're really not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to pick them up. You're not supposed to touch them, and you're not supposed to be giving them any type of human interactivity if you're planning on releasing them back to the wild. A lot of people will want to keep them as pets. I've been told by a lot of my followers, like, hey, you should just keep him. You have a great home for him. But I really don't. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, I could go out and get a cage and keep him in there, but he's a wild animal. He's not going to want to be caged, and I can't let him free roam around the house because I've got Luna and Scout and Falcor. You know, they're three predators who would gladly kill a squirrel to eat it. So it just wouldn't be fair to keep an animal like this as a pet. If you guys ever find one in your house, definitely the best thing to do is to just release it. I did put a couple bowls out of food for this little guy so that he has some food and water in here. I had this panel covered here so that he couldn't get back through, and there's also a hole in the corner, which I'll show you, and I left it open so that just in case he wants to go back out this way, he can. I really don't want him in my wall, so hopefully he doesn't go back through there, and if he can't find his way in there, I am going to release him. I'm just waiting for the weather to let up a little bit, and I don't mind having him here. The problem is that after a few days of having him, he's been pooping and peeing on everything, and that's one of my biggest concerns. Is I have, you know, my clean towels that I normally keep over here. Right now these are dirty because he's been sleeping on it and probably peeing on it. I've got the little bits of squirrel poop everywhere, as you can see. I don't need him pooping and peeing all over the house and destroying other stuff. So I'm definitely going to have to let him go. I wanted to shoot a video. It's more so just to kind of give you guys an idea of the right thing to do in this situation. And even though I haven't done all the right things in this situation, I'm not perfect either. I definitely melt for little cute animals like that. I'm sure you can understand why I haven't just picked them up and thrown them back outside. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. I fear that there is another cat that hangs out outside my house. Sometimes I fear that maybe he's going to grab him if I just put him out. So I'm going to wait for a good night where it's not raining, it's not cold, and I'll put him up in the tree. I have this big ass tree right here outside. So I'll probably put him up on this tree, and that is more than likely how he got into my house anyway. All right, and for those of you who are interested in some information about these little guys, if you look it up, you'll see that flying squirrels have been around for 18 and 20 million years. There's about 50 different species of them. They're generally nocturnal. They will eat insects. They'll eat buds from flowers. They'll eat fruits. They'll lick sap off the trees and stuff like that. As you can see, there were some leftovers by this little guy from one of the stink bugs that were crawling around. None of my other animals here in my house will actually eat those stink bugs. He seemed to like it just fine because I had a couple of different ones that I had put up here, and I was going to put them in resin to make a necklace out of them. And I was also planning on doing a video about stink bugs so I can tell you guys all about them. And all I came back to the next morning after he came in here were a bunch of wings and legs just sitting there. So he definitely ate the stink bug. And then there was another stink bug that was running around here in my bathroom. I don't know where he's at now. He was on my ceiling. But yeah, I think he's gone now. If I see him, I'll show you guys. Oh, here he is. Actually, he's on my toilet hanging out. But if that flying squirrel finds him, he will be eaten as well. So probably just going to leave him in here because if he decides to eat him, that is what they eat. Otherwise, he can go ahead and find a way to leave. I am going to leave him for now because if the flying squirrel does find him and decides to eat him, it's a free meal for him. That is what he would eat outside. I'm not going to disturb that, only for the sheer fact that I've already done enough to disturb the wild out of this animal, right? Flying squirrels can glide. I think they've set up to like 300 feet. Their breeding season is pretty much now. I'm gonna go up in the attic and I'm gonna check to see whether or not there are any babies in there or any other squirrel families living up there. I would hate for it to be a situation where there's a nest up there with babies and she's stuck in here in the bathroom. It's around February and March usually when they're born. So this is exact time when there might be babies. That would be really adorable if they are up there. I do have a slight part of me that does not believe there are any babies up there, only because I don't hear her crying for them and I don't hear any babies making any noises. If they were making any noises, my animals would be freaking out, trying to figure out where it's coming from. It might just be that this one was just looking for some kind of shelter to hang out in. Now, I don't know what sex it is, so I'm gonna sex it today. I know some of you little kids out there are laughing at me saying you're gonna sex a squirrel, but that's not what I mean. I don't mean I'm gonna sex a squirrel. I'm gonna find out if it's a boy or a girl. So stop the immaturity, okay? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to grab him. I tried to grab him the other day and he did kind of bite my finger a little bit. It drew a little bit of blood, but not a lot. What I immediately did was I just squeezed it really hard under the hot water just to make sure that if there's any bacteria or anything in it, it's just gonna get out as much as it could, you know, so it doesn't get into my blood system. I'm still alive, I don't feel sick, and I'm okay. But that's another big thing you gotta worry about. Wild animals like these, especially mammals, they can carry different types of diseases that can affect humans as well. It's usually best to try not to touch them, try not to get bit by them or anything like that. What I would suggest is if you do find an animal like this in your house, if you can catch it safely without there being a possibility of you getting bit, I would suggest just trapping it and calling your wildlife officials. I do have some experience in doing this, which is why I haven't really called anyone yet. Plus, I have all of the food items here that an animal like this would need until I have the ability to go release him. I did want to do a stream or at least videotape it for you guys when I release him so you guys can see him go. Hopefully no animals will come down and get him. Some of the predators they have out in the wild are, you know, stray cats, owls, raccoons will eat them. I do have all those animals here by my house. I don't want to release him where any of those are just going to swoop down and grab him, or any cats who are going to climb up the tree and grab him when I let him go, especially because he's so friendly and trusting. I don't know if he's really going to run away if something's coming for him. He doesn't run away when I come for him, and I'm a lot bigger and scarier than probably some of these smaller predators. He doesn't run away. He's really cool with climbing up on me and jumping on me. I've sat with him and pet him, as you guys have seen. Since I've worked with animals for so long, I have a couple different types of gloves that I've used to catch animals like this. This is one of them. It's just a pair of really thick work gloves. If for some reason he bites me, it's not going to go through the glove and get my finger again. The only reason why I got bit is because he was stuck in a corner and I was trying to get him out so that I can move all of my stuff off of the shelves, and I put my hand around him, which I know is not the way you're supposed to catch a wild animal, but because he's been so friendly, I wanted to see whether or not he would be okay with me just picking him up from above. And he was. He didn't bite me. He was fine. I had him in my hand, but he went to go jump and I was standing up high. I didn't want him to fall on the floor. So I squeezed him a little bit tighter just to hold him from actually jumping, and he turned around and grabbed my finger. Now, he didn't bite me as in an attack. He just bit me more as in like, hey, don't squeeze me. That's gonna hurt me. I, let him go instantly and put him on the floor and let him run off because I didn't want him to be freaked out by me. Now that I know that he's not freaked out by me and I'm not dying yet from any weird disease, I'm gonna go ahead and catch him with the glove properly, like I should have done from the first place. I admit I was probably way too trusting of him when I saw that he was being nice. It didn't hurt me at all. I didn't even really feel it, but because it bled, I don't want to get sick, and you know, you never know what they can have. Just the way that it acts is, it's still a little bit too skittish to be somebody's pet. They are common where I live. I don't think that it was somebody's pet. I really don't. Whenever I've come across an animal that's been a pet that got loose, it's usually pretty easy to tell. If you go to somewhere like New York City, you'll see that there's a lot of squirrels there that will come up to you and eat out of your hand because it's been so used to being around humans. I did talk to Emily, if you guys remember her from the pet shop where we did the live stream. She said that flying squirrels they actually make better pets than sugar gliders do because they're a lot friendlier and they take to humans a lot better than sugar gliders do. And for any of you guys who have owned sugar gliders, you'll know that, yeah, they can be really friendly, but they're also really grumbly sometimes. And they're definitely not like a cat or a dog when it comes to wanting to be cuddled or anything. They used to scare the shit out of my mom because one of them that I used to have was, I used to have Gidget and Gizmo. Gidget used to actually free roam in my bedroom, and my mom didn't know that I had them because I wasn't allowed to have pets. But when I was living with her at the time as a teen, I wasn't really supposed to have any pets, and I used to keep her cage in my closet, and my mom never really came into my room. But one day I wasn't home, and my mom was in my room using the computer, and my sugar glider jumped right on her, and of course she lost her shit, and I got yelled at a lot. Eventually she did let me keep it, which was really awesome. Thanks, Mom. Now I've got a sugar glider wannabe living here in my bathroom. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and catch her right now, or him, and we're gonna find out if it's a boy or a girl. Come here, little buddy. You gotta wake up. I'm sorry. Don't look at my butt. Okay? Don't look at my big Brazilian butt. Come here, little buddy. Come. You gotta go in here, okay? Can you? Can you come up here for me? I got you. I got you. It's okay. I got you. Here. You're okay. I got you. I got you. You're okay. You're okay. Look. We just want to find out if you're a boy or a girl, okay? You're alright. See? You're fine. You're fine. You jumped in my trash bin. It's okay. So we can see here real quick if it's a boy or a girl. Okay. And here, we're gonna put you back in here. So I have this little pouch. And go in the pouch. There you go. So I'm gonna go back and play back the video just so I can get a closer look and find out whether or not it's a boy or a girl. I'm gonna go ahead and put him back up here on the shelf where he feels comfortable. There you go. So if she decides, she can stay in there. If not, she can come out. At least now she'll have a little cozy spot to lay down until we decide to let her go. Hey, little buddy, what are you doing? I'm sorry I woke you up. I'm gonna go ahead and leave her alone in there. That way she can be a little bit more comfortable and hopefully she won't have to worry about me trying to pick her up anymore. That was probably the last time I'm gonna really try to pick her up, other than capturing her back into that little pouch to let her go out in the tree outside. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna play a bunch of clips of the flying squirrel so you guys can see how cute she is. Then maybe I'll post another video whenever it's a good time to let her go and you guys can watch her be free. You're not allowed. I hear you trying to open the doorknob. You want another one, little buddy? Here you go. Here you go. You don't have to jump on my hand so freaking vicious. I guess you're liking those, huh? Here you go, buddy. Here you go, buddy. Want another one?
finger's a worm. My fingers are not worms. You looking for more? Hang on, I'll get you another one, okay? Not on me. No. He's over there in the corner. Hang on, I'll find you another one. I brought a bunch of food in for you. You want some food? Oh, you tired? I'm gonna go back to sleep. Okay. Did you finally find the food? Did you finally find the food? Oh, there's more. Here, I'll bring it closer to you. Look, all the food's in here. No, you like the blueberries, huh? Sorry, I just want to see you eating because it's cute. It's just Luna going down the stairs. It's okay, I won't let her in here. It's back in there, so you don't make a mess. Hey, it's okay. Careful, you're gonna knock the food down everywhere. Do you wanna go? Where are you going? Jeez. Okay. Is that where you're going? there. He jumped from all the way down on that shelf. There. Just climbed up. Oh, there he goes, gliding again. Where you going, buddy? Oh, look, you made a mess up here. You need to clean. Oh, you're gonna hide now? You done eating? You're gonna hide? Hi there. Are you just hanging out in my hamper? Huh? You're just gonna be sleeping in my hamper, hanging out? Okay. Put the towel back over you. I would let him hang out here, but he's pooping on my stuff and my shelves. See? So I want to make sure that I can clean all this stuff up and get him out of here so I don't have this problem anymore. Do you like the nice little pouch I made for you? I'm not gonna leave it there. It's not very secure, but it's just kind of funny. She's taking up home in it. What are you doing in there? You trying to check out your new home? Well, it's not really your new home. It's your new temporary home. You want to come out? Come on. You can come on me if you want to. If you want to leave. Put my arm here. There you go. You can climb up me if you want. Oh, you're gonna fly? Where are you going? You gonna go back home? You like it up there, huh? With all the towels and stuff? You can't stay up there, though. You're making a mess. Here, I'm gonna move these, because, see, look, you're pooping everywhere. You can't stay up there. Either you go back into your pouch, or you're going outside. Pick one. Yeah, look, you got poop on you. That's what happens when you poop everywhere. Oh, and one last thing. Since you guys know that I've been having so much trouble with these social networks constantly pulling down my content and restricting me in some way, if you want to help support the channel and you enjoy what I do, I have some t-shirts that I put up on Teespring. Even though some of my artwork keeps getting pulled down for copyright strikes, even though they're my animals and my pictures that I designed, for some reason Teespring just keeps pulling down my merch. I might actually just change my online store to somebody else. I have a couple different ones that I'm looking at. If you guys can leave me a comment about that as well, let me know what t-shirt companies you think I should use. I'm not trying to buy a bunch of shirts to keep here in my house to ship out. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to find somebody who will drop ship for me. So that way you can just go to their website and place the order and they'll ship it to you. You'll get the item a lot faster that way, and I won't have to put a bunch of money down to have a bunch of t-shirts sitting in my house waiting for them to sell. If Teespring doesn't fix these issues with my account in the next couple days, I am going to switch over to another online store. So what you can do is if you go to buy anything, just make sure that you go to my online store on the-dro.com. You'll be able to click on the link there to purchase the product, and it'll take you to the correct store to purchase it there. If it's still pointing to Teespring, then don't worry about it. Just go ahead and order it from them. If they do pull down an item that gets ordered, they did tell me in the email that it will still get shipped to you guys. I just don't know if I'm getting paid on it or not. I don't know like what's going on with them and why they won't help me. I even sent out a tweet to one of their creators. All I can say now is if you guys want to help support what I do, since I'm not really making any money on the ads anymore because of this stupid demonetization issue and copyright issues on all these websites, you can support me by getting something from either my online store, or you can make a pledge on my Patreon page. I usually keep all my links down in the description below. Even if you're just supporting me with $1 on Patreon, it really, really helps me out. I appreciate every single one of you that are on there, and I'm planning on doing a live stream with my Patreons next week. I'm thinking maybe Saturday or Sunday morning. Whatever will work better for you guys. I'm gonna actually post something on my Patreon page to my patrons that ask which day would be best. And even if there's only 1 or 2 of you in there, that's cool. I'm gonna sit there and talk to you guys about the upcoming content. I'll get some ideas from you guys if you wanna see something in particular. I did see that Veda Victory, she had requested that I do a video on wolf dog mannerisms and maybe Scout's mannerisms if I remember correctly. So I am planning on doing a video of that just for you. And yeah, thank you. Thank you to all of you who have been supporting me. I probably would have already given up the channel a long time ago if it wasn't for you guys supporting me through these other avenues, but I don't know what else to do.